Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are not familiar, I have 23 now species of parrots because a 23rd species came yesterday. Stick around, we'll talk about what kind it is. If you're already used to hanging out, you know that you probably already set your preferences so that when I publish the next video, YouTube lets you know. Let's get going. Hey, so as you guys may or may not know, sometimes let's get the bird. There we go. Sometimes I will rescue, and I had someone I know say that she couldn't. She inherited some birds. A family member died, and so she couldn't do this cute little guy. Now, this guy's name was supposed to be Emerald, but I have an Emerald, so we named him Eli. Do you see that yellow on his wing? This is a Brotogerias, or a yellow-winged canary, or parakeet. Canary-winged, oh man, I gotta get his name straight. Brotogerias, and that's the scientific name. And Eli is interesting so far. First of all, he came with this vision cage. I've always been curious. Okay, that finger wasn't the cage. There you go, that was my finger. I've always been curious about these cages. I felt like they were a little overpriced, but I never tried one. Interesting also because, I don't know, his poops look a little funny to me. And now it's time to take that out, but now I got it for you. And so I took a sample to the vet today. Let's see if we can get him to come out. He doesn't really step up and he doesn't exactly want to come out, but once he's out, he tries to go back to his cage. Hello, Eli. Oh, thanks for the sample. That sample looks a little better. So he doesn't really bite, which is not necessarily 100% true to the species. Eli's good about that. And you know, he seems curious. He's supposed to be about a year old, although the previous owner wasn't exactly sure if that was accurate. Hi, Eli. Yesterday, I took him in a little carrier with River and I so that he could just hang out and watch us. That's a great way to tame a parrot. Let them get to know you, let them watch you, let them get comfortable, let them go, oh, I'm bored. Let me try engaging with her because nothing else is happening. So I tried that. It seemed to help. But I'm also quarantining him. He's outside so that if he has anything, especially since those poops looked a little funny to me, you know, I don't give it to the flock. Now, I'm going to show you something if you didn't already know this. When a parrot is sick, and I'm sure this is not 100% true all the time, but do you see how he is perching and his tail is pretty much not moving? I mean, when he moves his head, it moves, but he doesn't have a little shake, a little quake, if you will. Sometimes when they're sick, they do that. I don't know, again, if it's all the time or not. So I was kind of happy about that because the fact that he doesn't have a little shake is sort of an indicator that he's good. And I did find out that the gram stain doesn't show results of a bacterial infection. So far so good. So now I said, well, you know, let's go ahead and do a culture. Let's make sure that there's nothing, at least nothing we can start off about knowing or treating and testing for. So far so good. Now, the other thing is his beak's a little funny to me. Like the lower mandible sticks out a little. Like maybe it's a little too long. Kind of funny. I don't know why that would be. But this is a, so far, very quiet parrot. I don't believe that, they're also known as BeeBees. I don't believe BeeBees are too loud. Great size. Did we weigh you yet? I don't think we weighed you yet. No, we did. And, you know, he's just, he seems very sweet so far. You know? So once he's got like green flags to go with his green feathers, And once he's gotten through his quarantine period, I would love to see who he can befriend, see if this is the right flock for him. I prefer not to rehome a parrot if I don't have to, so that they don't have to get a new flock. But I will do whatever I think is best for him. Oh, you're not going to go in. Okay. You could see I already gave him a perch that is more natural, so that first of all, it varies, and so it's good, better for feet when they vary. Second of all, I gave him some millet to make him feel at home. And I also gave him some seeds. He's got some, you could see some, oh, look at him. Look at you. You're going to disappear into the palm tree, aren't you? Yes. But I'm sorry, little Eli, you can't go over there. There's other cages over there. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, sweetie. I can't have you going over there. Yeah. But I think he needs a little time and attention and love. Oh, there you go. There you go. I want to get him another perch because I don't know if you've heard me say this before. Maybe you haven't. These dowels, if they eat them, that's great. But what I don't like about them is that they don't vary in size. So, okay, I'm making noise with that. I want to get it out. I'm like, take it out. You know what? Let me just take it out. Oh, I feel better. That was wax paper so that I could get a really good sample for the vet. So these perches, you know, they don't vary in size the way, for example, this one is varying in size. So their feet are constantly grabbing at the same place, and their muscles don't get a variation. When it's different, their muscles have to grab at different diameters, and it flexes their feet. It's better for their feet. Plus, parrots love to eat the bark, and so I'm very careful about what natural perches I bring, and that way they can have some enrichment. Oh, there's my finger again. My finger does not come with the cage. That way they can have some enrichment, not just a plain dowel. I try to give them as much natural enrichment as I can. So there is my little timid boy, and we're going to be working on trying to get him a little more tame and trying to spend a little time with him and see how it all goes. I'm so excited. All right, thanks for joining me in this blissful video. Please help to welcome Eli to my flock. Thanks, guys. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you post below if your bird is stressed out. And since Eli looks a little stressed out, I'm going to give him some of Tink's must-have parrot relief, which you can get at parrotbliss.com. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you post below, and I'll catch you next time.